What is up, guys? This is Mark with the Mic, and it's another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I'm Mark the Mic, and Joe by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And there's a lot of wrestling to cover this week. We had NXT TakeOver 35, which was fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Then
But-
we had...
Yeah, I mean, do we? Oh, that's right. We didn't do a review of that, did we?
No, because we did the...
Okay.
Because we recorded the day of, so we did
All right, so we got
our predictions.
good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
Yeah. So we'll probably do that first before we go into the weekend wrestling. We had the first part of the draft, and then the aftermath. There was a few other people selected. I did not like the draft per se.
I thought it wasn't special enough.
There was nothing. Like, I liked it. You know what? Last year's, I actually liked it because the draft rooms and shit.
Yeah.
Like
was
having
some
the
silly
football
big.
and shit.
It seemed bigger though. That's the whole thing. It seemed more important.
Yeah, because it was getting a new channel and all that shit. And this one, it just felt like there was no importance or strategy in why they're getting these people on the show.
Yeah. You couldn't. You know what? It almost felt like Steph was in a position where it's like she's not even in character, so you can't even get mad at her.
Yeah, she's just announcing the shit. Like, it's not even her.
I know.
She's getting the cue cards to announce who's going to where, and then other than that, it goes from there. Yep. I didn't like that. I don't like there's things that they should be things that should like not have to be included in the draft, like the champions. The champions stay unless it's the mid card title.
See, and then they had the 2 nights because there's a 2-night draft.
Yeah. And
they were trying to be secretive about who's not going to be on this one.
Yeah.
It seemed weird that Bailey wasn't on this one, but I'm assuming that she's going to be on Monday's part.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? The whole night we're sitting there thinking, man, Bailey's really low on the totem pole.
Yeah.
No, she's actually not even on the show.
Yeah.
So her draft pick is not on the show. So yeah.
Yeah. So like I was kind of they didn't really like. So if there was a pool that you could draft from, they should have showed that.
This is true.
And then they should have showed like the progress and how they were drafting, and I felt like there should have been a strategy. It should have been something why like most football teams have a strategy and why they're building their brand. Like the team needs defense, they go for the defensive backs, they linebacks and shit like that. If your guys need baby faces, your guys need a top heel. I don't think they'll go in that particular ways, but if they need more big men and more little guys, then they go for a strategic pick. But how the Dana Brooke get fucking drafted before a lot of damn people, and that just boggles my fucking mind. Because Dana Brooke, I liked her in NXT. Now I don't like her so much, and she's just getting to a point that they just sticking her somewhere. I feel bad for Lana because Lana's been actually really working hard to try to get something out of it, even though she's getting destroyed half the time. But Dana Brooke just goes there, flips, and does random shit, but just there.
And it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good because I'm not going to make it the moment of the week because that's just mean. But oh boy, Merc, I don't know if you watched the clip I sent you.
Yeah,
I know you saw it Monday, but you might need a refresher. That move with her and Natty, it was just like, I can't believe they have to pretend that that's like going on right now.
Like she didn't even lock the neck.
No. So how do you make momentum? You just put your arms out and get momentum?
Natty made the momentum. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I try to be positive and look at the bright side, but then she immediately does the same move that we keep saying she has more.
She did like 5 flips in this match. They should limit her flips. You could only do 2.
Let her only do 1.
1 flip.
Let her do 1 because she needs to build a moveset.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of, dude, it's kind of like if you picked her at a game, you just be mad. You'd be like, yo, why she got 5 flips on every button? Like a flip's on every button, dude. Where's her slams at? So then you can't win the match.
I remember where she used to slam people. I remember she used to do stalling suplexes and a lot of shit.
Where's her power?
Whatever
That's the other
happened?
part of her thing, right? Is
Yeah.
flex appeal. That's her catchphrase.
Yeah, but she does nothing to show muscle. She does
No,
everything like
no,
lightweight and shit.
no. We
It's
just want her to be
ridiculous.
better, though. That's all. Jeez,
Oh man,
jeez.
like it was bad. Like it was bad, and too bad for Mandy Rose.
Yeah,
Had to deal with that.
you're right.
Yeah, it was bad, but it just boggles my mind like how she's like how she got drafted by before the New Day.
How she get drafted before Tucky? Like, come on, something.
No,
Jeez.
Otis.
No, Otis got it, but
Oh, Otis
Tucky
got
didn't get it
it.
picked because
He
Tucky's
got
gonna
picked
be
in.
on Monday.
He got
But he's
picked.
gonna be on Monday.
Yeah, he got picked in during Talking Smack.
He got what? So they have more after?
Yeah,
Jeez.
and you
All
know
right.
what also bothered me is the way they said the rules and then they break the rules.
Okay. Go
So
ahead.
the rules was tag teams come together.
Oh, damn. They already broke the rule.
They
You right?
fucked that rule up like twice
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
because her business all came together.
You right.
So
You
I'm
right.
just saying, like those are the things that bother me. Those are the things that really like attention to detail to what you're saying the rules are, and you just break all the damn rules.
Mm-hmm.
It's just ridiculous. But yeah, like the New Day should have been all together because
You're
they're a
right.
tag team, they're a unit. But I understand what they want to do with Big E. They want his single push, and I'm all for his single push, especially after that match with Sheamus. That shit was crazy. Um, but I am also keen with Kofi and Xavier really establishing the tag team dominance, and also maybe Kofi going singles, Xavier going singles, and still all be represented by the New Day.
Well, where's the United States belt? Is it on
It's
Monday
on
or is it?
Monday.
Oh, there you go. Xavier Woods, United States champion. Let's
Yeah,
go.
beat Bobby Lashley.
Oh, wait, my bad. That
He
ain't gonna
getting
happen.
bigger. Xavier's
That ain't
getting
gonna.
bigger.
He gonna have to roll him up. That ain't. That ain't
Well,
gonna
he
be no
got
beating.
Kofi. Kofi could help him.
That
Kofi
ain't
got
gonna
some wins
happen.
out Bobby
Whoa.
Lashley.
Listen, I listen to After the Bell. Bobby Lashley is not a joke.
It's funny too. It's like New Day being on Raw with the Hurt Business. That could be something that could be
Oh,
interesting to see.
MVP is gonna get in their grill about laughing and throwing pancakes. I can't wait to see it go down.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna throw more pancakes at him.
Exactly. They're gonna bring the pancakes back. Where the pancakes been?
Yeah,
Do you mean to tell me that Xavier was the only one making pancakes? Come on. I saw Kofi with a spatula once
I
or
think
twice.
I think it comes to a point that Big E needed those pancakes out his jockster to fucking
Yo,
keep
you
moving.
saw the two, dude. What was it? You saw last week though. He pulled the two giant bootios out.
Yeah,
That was crazy. No, that was this week. My
yeah. It was this
bad.
week. Yeah, the
I'm
video
thinking,
things were in the
yeah,
bottom. I'm
because
like,
I
why
forgot they
is that
started.
there?
They started in the ring. Like when Corey Graves said, "Is that a bootio?" I lost it.
I was like, why is that there? Who leaves that there?
Biggie does.
Well, Biggie planted shit before the match.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into NXT's Takeover 35, and then we go into the Weekend Wrestling.
No, it's 30. It's I didn't want to correct you earlier, but it's actually 31.
31. Oh, okay, I thought it was 35.
Well, yeah, it's on the website. It's got it up there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Why did I see? Why did I think 31? I don't know. Anyway, hell of a show. I actually don't. I think this show pretty much showcased that every single person wanted to be. Every single person wanted to bring down the house.
I can see that definitely. Scott Steiner does not approve, but I saw it.
Yeah, like I think every single match really had something to prove. Every single match tried to out each other, and every single way to make it just entertaining for us. And I think this was one of the best pay-per-views. And there's some really good NXT takeovers this year.
And we got to see the debut of their new interactive arena.
It looks dope.
It looks better than it looks better than the Thunderdome, but it looks like the best version of the arenas that they've had. Period. I want to say, like, even with the fans there, I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah.
This looks kind of cool because it has the chain link fences with the actual people there,
Yeah.
and then the video screens with the virtual fans, and it's like, I mean, you kind of solving all the problems, dude.
Honestly, the way they did this, you would not know this is the Performance Center.
True, this is true.
Like, there's no way in telling because that you don't even see that big ass fan anymore.
Well, that's because you could tell that they made that place with at least it being able to transform in some way, shape, or form in mind. Because
Yeah.
you see, like the walls in the performance center are usually like red and white, and this is
Yeah.
all black. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're able to transform it easily and put up the screens. It's like, man, props to them, man. Props to them.
Yeah. We had a really good night of stuff. So first match, North American Championship match, Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano.
And this is one of my favorite matches. Definitely looking forward to it after the last few weeks of build up. I was thinking Johnny was going to win,
Me too.
but I mean, Priest pulled it out. It was a good match.
We won the
Real good
couple
match.
champion.
Yeah, this is true.
They'll find a way. I think they're fighting again this week. I don't know. We'll see. Where you grade? Where you give it?
I get a 4.5.
I'm gonna give it a grade.
Very good match.
I'm gonna agree. I really liked. I actually liked the style they used against each other. I feel like Damian Priest did more power moves and kind of like did overpower him at times and shit. And I liked when he actually uses the big man style
Yeah.
mixed with his. So it was cool. It was a good match. And Johnny Gargano always never disappoints at TakeOver.
Yeah. That's it. Yes, but I mean, but that was probably the only thing. Him not winning would have made it. Him winning would have made it a 5.
Okay.
Just put it that way.
Yeah, because we wanted the couple.
Mhm.
Kushida defeats Velveteen Dream. Another like excellent match. Fucking Velveteen Dream as Doc Brown. It was fucking great. And
That was
Kushida is just
insane.
killing it.
Yeah, just stomping the life out of this man.
Yeah.
This is probably tied for match of the night. So that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Because all these matches were so damn good. I'm just gonna say it gets a 5. Mostly in part to just how hilarious it is to see Doc Brown and Marty McFly fighting each other.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like no, they were both on point. But Kushida, woo, his aggressive side is really impressive to watch.
Yeah. And I'm really digging it. So hopefully that Balor Kushida match does happen when he heals. Yeah, I'm gonna agree. This was like one of 3 that I'll give it 5 because there was like 3 matches I really enjoyed. The only one, honestly, I'm not gonna give 3 or 5 because there's one thing I wanted to change in one of the matches. But other than that, this was vicious. This was like really, really fun to watch. Yeah, I gave it 5. NXT Cruiserweight Championship, Santos Escobar defeats Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Man, there's another match like, and I've already seen them because this has history too.
Yeah.
So
This
I
even has
understand.
more history than what they have in WWE.
Yeah. That's true. That's
King
definitely
Corretto
true.
and Killshot.
And so the other matches is like you could say, oh yeah, they had chemistry and whatnot, but it felt like, yeah, it's 2 people, 2 styles clashing together. But this match, more than any of them, I think felt like they had the most chemistry.
Yeah.
It was just like they took each other's stuff, they took each other to the limit. Like I was on the edge of my seat for this one because I wanted Swerve to win, but damn it, he lost.
Yeah.
Damn it, he lost.
I agree.
4.75. Just because Swerve did.
4.17. Yeah, that's going to be my score too because I wanted Swerve to win this. I thought it should have been his time. Yeah, it should have been his time. We're going to go into the NXT Women's Championship match. Io Shirai defeats Candice LeRae. And we got a return too.
We got 2 returns.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. I don't know if they planned that right because I really don't care about Toni Storm after seeing Ember Moon come back. That's messed up. Um,
I care for both. Actually love both of them.
no, I'm talking about in the moment. That's
Yeah,
what ended up happening. Like
yeah,
I was like, hey, she's back. Oh, yo, and then that's what happens. Um, so the match itself, though, I damn near one of EO's best because again, dude, have they fought before?
They have.
Okay,
They
okay.
have, and their match was. I think we both gave it like 4.5 or 4.75 or something like that.
So
They
yeah,
fought like
because
when EO first came in.
okay. So again, like I said, for most of these matches, it just felt like the chemistry was there, but not above and beyond like the last match,
Yeah,
but still just super good. Again, they're probably what I call, and I hate to steal this from Shelton, but like the golden standard. Like
yeah,
this is a women's match that you want to put on a flagship for anything.
yeah,
Like if you want to celebrate women's wrestling or showcase women's wrestling, like that match was it, dude.
yeah,
Like they again, it's the thing I say about any wrestler, but particularly towards women is like you don't have to move like a quote unquote girl. When you get that natural ability in wrestling, it's like you can't distinguish one from the other. It's just like damn, you
yeah,
just watch somebody just go at it, and it's like wow, that's amazing,
yeah.
and that's what they do.
This was a great match. This was a fun match to watch. I did like their first counter better. I think their first encounter is when Io Shirai first went heel.
Mm-hmm.
So that was their first encounter, and I think that one had more personality into the match. But they did a good job. Again, I wanted Candice LeRae to win just because I
Yeah,
wanted Gargano to win. I wanted the couple win, so that was my only gripe with it. Other than that, it was a fantastic match. I'll give it a 4.5.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Again, we want to showcase the women. They showcased.
Yep. Yes, they did, and they had surprises too. Come on, y'all.
Yes, and the surprises. Welcome back, Ember Moon.
Yep.
Saw her on Wednesday. We'll talk about that later, but she looked great.
I'm just glad she's able to wrestle again
Yes, yes.
because it seemed like she wouldn't. So
Yep, yep. Actually, we got 2 returns this week too.
true. From the
We got
same injury, if you want to
yeah from the
count
same
that.
injury. So yeah, and I think she was out a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. NXT Championship match: Finn Balor defeats Kyle O'Reilly, and damn,
Yeah, man.
this
Yeah, man.
match was brutal.
Are you sure this wasn't the G1?
Yeah, it felt like a New Japan kind of style match. Like they
Mm-hmm.
were hard hitting. I wish they didn't get hurt after the match because they both got hurt. I think Kyle O'Reilly lost 3 teeth and Balor broke his jaw.
Yeah, so he's got the fractures in his jaw, like both sides.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I think is when he did
Oh,
the Kunagara. He fucking kneed his face.
well, you saw before that Kyle O'Reilly caught him in the chin,
Yeah,
and that's when his mouth started bleeding. So
yeah,
I think that's where he got it. That's probably where he got one.
yeah. So
So
that shit was crazy. Amazing match though. They delivered.
yeah.
They did not like. I had really high expectations, and they actually blew it away.
Hmm.
So
You know what's funny though? The way they okay, so injury stuff aside, the way they told the story that they told in the match was that it's as good as both of these men were, just yeah, damn Finn Balor, because the kick to the liver that shut him down was like that was a cool little wrinkle to the story,
yeah,
and it was like you went there with an assassin, dude.
yeah,
So, on one hand, it shows that Kyle O'Reilly is willing to fight through, I imagine, unbelievable pain, but also that your NXT champion is a badass.
yep, yep.
So that's what you want.
That was a hell of a match too.
Yep.
Yeah, 5.
I definitely give it a 5. That's going in the match of the year category.
Yeah,
Don't forget that one.
yeah, yeah. I think I have 2 Balor matches in that.
Which is the other one?
The Thatcher one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I'm digging that. Yo, I'm looking at matches just like seeing the roster and whatnot. I
Hmm.
really want to see Gable versus Thatcher.
I want to see Gable versus Balor now. You just
Yeah,
just mentioned that. Like, wait a second.
yeah. Anyway, NXT champion still Balor. Fantastic. This was a fantastic pay per view. Like I think this really like set the tone for NXT for the rest of the year. Like it really showed me like, oh, we still got a lot of shit to show you. And NXT UK been on point. I think an NXT regular show been on point. Even 205 Live being in this being in that new arena looked fantastic.
Yeah,
so I'm excited. I the only thing I kind of miss in 205 is some luchadors. You ain't got none.
Yeah, I mean they're all on SmackDown. Wait,
I know.
are they still on SmackDown?
No
We'll
one got
find out
drafted,
on Monday.
so, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I kind of want to see at least a luchador or something. Like, y'all cruiserweights and y'all ain't got no luchadors. That's kind of bullshit.
You're right. You're right.
But anyway, yeah, NXT fantastic pay-per-view. Takeover 31 was really good. I think it's probably one of the better ones this year. And they had some really good ones, so it's really hard to compare, but that's like one that's standing out right now.
Yeah.
Just like definitely. For the gist of the matches, the match caliber of those matches, they kicked ass.
Definitely. I'd say the best pay-per-view this year, maybe. I'm trying to think back early. I know there was a good takeover earlier this year, but to this level, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to beat. We go into Monday Night Raw. There's some good stuff.
Thankfully,
there's the same stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of the large problem I had with this week.
Yeah.
It wasn't that stuff was bad. It was just same shit. A lot of stuff is like same stuff. We got some good stuff with Keith Lee and Braun having an exhibition. You know,
yeah.
I get it. Nobody wants to win or loss. I get it. But to have them do the King Kong Godzilla after the fight is kind of predictable.
Yeah. And I know you want both to lose, so you kind of have this thing of like just doing another DQ match. That Keith Lee already had like 8 DQ matches already.
Exactly. So there's more of the same. It was still good though. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
The thing I am kind of mad about is still more Dominic and Aaliyah and all this stuff.
We're gonna have more on Friday now because why can't I just separate them? Now Rey Mysterio got to buy a gun.
No, Aaliyah's on Raw. No. Aaliyah hasn't been drafted. She's a superstar now.
No, Murphy's on SmackDown.
What? Him too?
Yes.
Come on. Yeah. So him, Seth, and the whole crew is there.
Yes.
That's
like end it. Just fucking like Ray, buy a gun, shoot Seth Rollins.
That's too much.
Kill his ass.
Ooh. Too much.
Anyway, we'll talk about the draft when we get to Friday SmackDown. But we got Asuka, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke defeats Zelina Vega, Natty, and Lana. Dana needs to stop the flippy flips.
She needs to not do what she did to Natty ever again.
Yeah.
She needs to never make somebody have to cover up for that ever again. Like, no.
I felt like I was watching figure skating.
Yeah. Wow. You're right. You're right.
You put a little classical song behind it, and it probably worked better. I'll tell you one thing I loved about the show.
Okay.
R-Truths. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything of R-Truth stuff.
24/7 has been one of the highlights of Raw.
Yeah. And then
when he called Drew Gulak Randy Orton, I lost it. I was dying. I was like, you ain't right, Randy Orton. Oh, Lord.
It was fun. Really cool stuff. Seth Rollins and Murphy defeat Dominic Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo. And more storyline with Aaliyah protecting Buddy Murphy from her brother with the kendo stick. No, it was Seth Rollins beat down.
Yeah.
So,
boo.
More of that. Bray Wyatt gave.
It's just too much. It's just too much of that.
All right. Another thing I loved about Raw, everything with KO, Kevin Owens, and Bray Wyatt. I actually loved that whole thing. Loving it.
It was good.
That match was great. Like I expected like a straight dominance, and I actually saw like a competitive match. I was happy with that. Even though like Fiend still did his Fiend thing, but it worked.
Yeah.
And then we had a Samurai Truck versus Samurai Truck, and Keith Lee versus Braun Strowman, and they just ran at each other like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
For like 5 minutes, and then, you know, Braun got mad. I thought that was hilarious, though. He knocked the whole barricade down. Yeah, damn.
More R-Truth regains his 24/7 title inside the garbage can, and I love the fact that on Raw Talk he smelled, and that was the whole gag, the fact that he won the title in the garbage.
That's great.
It was fun.
They need to have Akira Tozawa on Raw Talk. Has he been on there?
Raw Talk? No.
They need to have him and the Ninjas on there. Come on, man.
R-Truth don't trust him.
It's a missed opportunity.
We had Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defeat Ricochet and Apollo Crews.
It was what it is. Nothing special.
Yeah. Aaliyah stops. Yeah, Aaliyah stops Seth Rollins from continuing attacking Murphy because he gave him an ultimatum if he's with him or against him, kind of shit. This match was actually another thing I loved about Raw, and was actually one of my highlights was the women's tag team title match. The match was really good.
Yes.
The Wyatt Squad versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, they actually told a great story. I actually really enjoyed this match.
I'm just sad they lost. Why they can't win though?
Yeah.
Why they can't win though?
Yeah, exactly. So how this started?
Hey, we can't skip over the fact that didn't Lana go through a table earlier?
Yeah, she got to the table.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
So this kind of went off with the Hurt Business beating Apollo and Ricochet. Ali challenged MVP for a match. And they started going into their match, and then they went into Retribution coming in. This is the first time Retribution has been here for the last 3 weeks. And Ali looked like he was going to fight with the Hurt Business. They were like, oh, we were together, we get together. And then Ali changed. And I think that was the best thing I have seen off of Retribution.
Yeah, I agree.
All
it took was one move.
Yeah.
It took one move.
I'm excited, and the way he's been doing his tweets and the way he's been doing his Instagram, let the man have the mic. Let him talk. Let him be the heel he is. He's going after Kofi.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why not? He's on Raw now, right?
Yo, let that happen.
Get him.
Yeah, man. This is the things that you want. You want these stories. And this, it gave me a new life for Retribution with Ali as the leader.
Yeah.
And I will accept this over Sami Zayn. I still say Sami Zayn should be leading them, but I think Ali is a perfect fit. I think you got to give the man mic time because he can promo. He can be anything you need him to be. He could be. I think he needs a different finisher. He can't be doing the high flying finisher anymore. So I want to see him do something kind of devastating. Maybe a different
Didn't he show off that submission a few weeks ago?
I like the Koji clutch. Yes, I keep the Koji clutch, but I would like to see him like do something else as a finisher as well. Like maybe like a power, like something that he slam you in the face. Or
he just hits you with a weapon.
Yeah, the slapjack. Bring back the slapjack.
Yes, no, slapjack hands him the slapjack. Or T-bar hands him a crowbar. There you go.
But I'm excited to see where they go. We'll see on Monday. See what's up with that. And
listen, I'm just happy to see Dio Madden be on TV again. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah.
I am in the Mace Mob. I'm officially a member of the Mace Mob. I sent you the picture, right?
Yeah.
I'm in Retribution, son.
Damn right. Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode defeat Drew McIntyre and the Street Profits. It was fun, but I think honestly I would have ended Raw with the Retribution.
Yeah,
I felt like it just that excitement of Ali turning and things like that. when you went to another match, I was like, yo, that should have just been it. Like, I don't need to
But
see this match again.
yeah, I was about to say that's kind of the thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
That they kind of run that well dry, and that's kind of what makes Raw stale.
yeah,
Is them doing the same fights with the same 4 or 5 people over and over and over again.
yeah.
But yeah, yep.
So Raw was a good. It was good, but it had its bad. But
Mm-hmm.
it was better than last week. And Ali taking over Retribution, I think, gives it a higher score in my book. I'm gonna give it a B plus.
I would give it a B plus as well. Not quite an A. You're not there yet, bro. You got to earn it.
Yeah. The Ali thing, I think there's very few times that wrestling surprises me. It comes to a point that I'm not surprised by anything because how everything works is always a pattern how things work. This is the one time I have been wowed by WWE Raw in years.
Gotcha.
And that takes like I watch the show. We watch the show every fucking week. Like we actually watch the show. So when we do this cast, we watch all the wrestling that we talk about. We watch it. So it takes a lot of time and effort.
Exactly.
And sometimes the effort it takes a lot more effort. So like for me to be that like holy I mean yo kind of shit.
Exactly.
Even when it happened, I hit you. I was like yo. I didn't say nothing about Ali though. I just said yo, and that was it. Because I kind of want you to get that feeling as well. So that's why I didn't say Ali yet. But then again, fired the Twitter and Instagram.
No, I know to stay off. I know to stay off. No.
But yo, that was a exciting moment. I think you could have closed Raw with that, and I think if you would have closed Raw with that, I think it would have been a minus. You didn't need that triple threat tag match. You could have had you could have had Street Profits versus Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
Yeah. You're right.
But we didn't need another match of Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, and you're gonna build into a pay per view of Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Third one, right?
Yeah.
Third pay per view.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. I'm fine with the build up. I'm fine with the fighting, but don't have them fight every day if they're gonna every week. If they're gonna fight in the pay per view, you build stories into it. You build ways that you don't have to fight each other, but you get interfered by the other person and things like that, but not have the same match over and over again. So, yeah, B. I'll give it a B plus because they had that moment, and that moment was worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Impact was really good. Been enjoying. I watched the Victory Road. That was a really good like a little pay per view. Before Bound for Glory, Myers versus Tommy Dreamer was like surprisingly really well done. Even though like Tommy Dreamer can't fucking barely move, but this match was telling a story and it was really good. And then Myers beat the shit out of him then on Tuesday as well. So they look like they're building him towards that. I think Eric Young and Eddie Edwards had a really good match. I like where they're going with that, and I think Rick Swan is gonna fight him at the Bound for Glory pay per view.
I like the stuff they're doing with Rick Swan.
Yeah,
and Eric Young. he snuck into his rehab and beat him up.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
And then you also have Jordan Grace actually went for the X Division title, and she thought she won it, but then he said the title was not on the line, so. She's in the mix for the X Division Championship.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's going to be TJP, Jordan Grace, that Kofi Kingston looking dude, and then the person as the champ. I always forget his name. Anyway, but really good shows. They really doing good with the tag division as well. So and the knockouts division as well. So definitely check them out. I try to keep up with it. It's just so much wrestling. Too much. Not too much.
True that.
I guess we're going to NXT. And was there ever a fireman wrestler? Like a fireman gimmick wrestler?
Not that I know of.
Me either. Like I'm just hearing the fire truck, and I was like, "Is there a fire truck wrestling?" We got a cop, we got a Mountie, we got a garbage man.
Mm-hmm.
You never, we never got a fireman.
Trying to think about what would his name be?
I don't know. Fire. I don't
Not Fire Marshal Bill.
know. Fire Marshal Bill.
No, no,
He only does hardcore matches.
I mean, listen, you know,
Yeah.
he only does Inferno matches.
Inferno matches. Let me tell you something. NXT Wednesday was a great show. Tommaso Ciampa defeats Kushida by DQ because Velveteen Dream interfered.
With the purple cast on, the purple wrapped up wrist
Yep,
came on. The purple wrapped up wrist and the do rag. That was hilarious.
that was good. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
For what we saw of the match. Next match was Killian Dane and Drake Maverick versus
Oh man, dude, that was hilarious. Like I'm definitely digging the effort they're putting in with Drake Maverick and this whole thing.
The theme song is retarded as shit. Why Drake Maverick got the Eddie Murphy suit on?
I don't know. Maybe his wife bought it for him.
Probably. That was a really fun match. Like Jake Maverick is a character, and he could always be an entertaining character. So I'm all for this and see where it goes. Austin Theory defeats Leo Ruff, and then Dexter Lumis returns.
Yeah, buddy.
And defeats Austin Theory.
That was a good match. I mean, I like the little scrap he had with Leon Ruff. Poor dude fell up on the ropes and got jacked.
Yep.
But that match for him, I'm a fan of Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Like I like how he moves in the ring. I like how he talks though. That's one thing that he's good at.
Yeah.
Like really good at. And just glad to see Dexter Lumis back. Again, I'm happy he's back in the ring because you never know when somebody has an injury.
Yeah. How long it's gonna take.
So.
Sadly, the sad thing is also like there's a lot of like issues with Austin Theory outside of WWE. So hopefully that don't affect him, and hopefully he starts picking it back up. I think he's gonna be good. We have actually it was a really bad injury to look at, but Ridge Holland looked like that's what something we forgot to say in NXT, that Ridge Holland fucking beat the shit out of Adam Cole and dropped him in front of the whatever. And then Ridge Holland had a big match against Danny Burch, which he destroyed Danny Burch, and then Oney Lorcan came for the save, and there was a accident. I'll say like he had a misstep, a misfooting, and cracked his fucking shin.
So they say like his leg blew up from the inside. They describe the injuries, but it's not like a simple thing, and it sounds like it's gonna be a while. It
sounded because he yelled.
Yeah, you heard. Yeah, you can hear. I couldn't watch it. I saw it coming. I saw the picture of when it happened. Yeah, and I'm not watching that.
I watched it because I was watching it live, and I heard that of the bone. I was like, no. I was like, damn, dude. Shit, that was hard to watch.
It's just you can never judge that, man.
Yeah.
Like, just catching somebody and just like, damn.
And that was like a routine kind of shit, like a very
know.
Routine kind of thing. He just had a misfooting, and damn, son, like he just started getting his started getting a big push too. So, wish for the best for Ridge Holland, a speedy recovery. Hopefully the leg heals up and he can come back as stronger than ever. But damn, that was tough to watch.
Yeah.
And then NXT gave us like 2 women's matches towards the main event, which was great. I actually enjoyed both. Shotzi Blackheart versus Xia Li was really good. She didn't land on her head this time.
I like this. I mean, I thought it was funny because the match was mad short. Like she just caught her. I love how she just kicked her off her. But that move she did, her senton is like, damn, son, you don't want to be in the bottom of that. I mean, sure, I'd like to have Shotzi fucking senton on me, but realistically, no, you don't.
She's talking about Sansa Blackheart. She is the cover person for Halloween Havoc that's
Yeah,
coming
she's gonna
down.
be like Elvira for it, which is
Yeah,
cool.
the 28th. I've been checking out her Instagram, and she has mandatory horror movies for the October. So she's been putting a new movie every day.
Okay, got you.
I watched a bunch of them that she did. There's some really good ones she picked.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't watch horror. No, I'm not. No, thank you. No,
I
thank
love,
you.
I love, I love some horror movies. Well, Silent Hill that we did, it was horror.
No, thank. Yes, that's kind of why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm not a horror person.
Now we got our main event. Ember Moon and Rhea Ripley defeat Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Ember Moon with that big ass eclipse was nice. She got a new theme. I was a little sad that it's a new theme, but it works.
No kinds of ass though. That match was great.
Yeah.
Her and Rhea Ripley was tearing it down. I mean, I do kind of want to see Raquel Rodriguez. I want to see her shine a little bit because she just gets knocked around all the time, which is hilarious. But like, listen, you see how tall she is, how big, how strong she is. How come every time she gets somebody in a power bomb, they always get out? Could she power bomb somebody? I want to see it.
Yeah.
Somebody call Kevin Nash.
Yeah. Let her be the female Kevin Nash. Without the crop tears.
I saw a picture of him. It was him in the gym, and he just looked pissed.
Yeah.
And the caption was, thinking of the next person who makes a quad chill. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah. I did watch NXT UK this week. Very good show. They've been killing it as well. They have a new arena too that looks really nice. It's like a TV studio.
Okay, cool.
And they've been doing great stuff. They've been doing this tournament, which has been pretty good. It's like that 6-minute match, the Heritage Cup.
Okay,
that's been going well. I definitely check it out. You saw all the women of NXT all looking for that women's title. They're doing a really good job over there. So don't forget about them. They're there. They're back. The 29th we have Walter versus Dragunov. It's gonna be good.
Yes, sir.
Did I watch 205? I did watch 205 this week as well.
Yeah, I did. I got to watch it. It was Davari and Jake Atlas. That was actually pretty hard hitting.
So it was a solid match, and
I just gotta say, I know he doesn't give much shine, but Davari's not a joke, man.
Yeah,
Aria Davari's pretty.
And
then
the
last match, Adonis versus Kendrick, which it had more story to it because it was the old OG trying to teach the new Jack.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Good stuff.
And Adrian, Adonis won, so
yeah.
No, I keep the name. I'm getting him confused with another wrestler because Adrian Adonis is a different wrestler.
Okay.
That was Ashanti, the Adonis.
Yeah.
So
I just called him Adonis.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I did watch AEW. I had my issues. You know why?
Did you watch Dark?
I did not get to watch Dark.
See, you should have watched Dark. You would see Big Swole and her Storm outfit fight this really thick chick. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch
Dark. You don't get all the loony stuff you don't want to see, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I watched the main show. I liked some of it. I didn't like a lot of it. It was a big mix of stuff for me. I've been saying this on the podcast for a while. Like, they could have built Brody Lee and Cody for the pay-per-view. Their pay-per-view is next month. They could have built it for that. They could have built it and have it longer for that, and they just... I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen.
I'll put it this way. I liked it for what it was. I wish it didn't happen though.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it. Yeah, I will say I really liked Silver during that match. That guy John Silver.
Yeah.
I think he's number 4.
Yeah.
That dude, he got busted open in the beginning. He got kicked in the face when he sat in the chair.
Yeah.
Yo, everything bad happened to him, and I love that because that's one of the things about the Dark Order that I'm a fan of is just the character development. So that made me laugh. But yeah, the match was okay, but I wish it was allowed to be on the pay-per-view on a bigger stage, be
Yeah.
more brutal. I
Yeah, I
mean, yeah, they
agree.
bled and all that, but like I feel like it didn't have that impact.
Yeah.
And you know what? I do get that it's their television title, so it's supposed to be the one
Yeah.
that's on the television show.
Yeah.
I get that. But
I
I
get
feel
that.
like because it's Brody
Yeah.
and because it's Cody, that's why I feel like,
It could have been a better match, or like eliminate commercials breaks when you'd have matches like this. Like you
yeah,
cannot.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my big problem with it. Like the match was okay. Like I don't like. I'm not hating on the match. I'm just hating on they don't have patience in letting a story build. And I think they had a good story. They had something going. They got me to a point that I just don't care right now.
No, you know what? You made a really good point as to one reason I think I find Dark so appealing as opposed to the regular show.
Yeah,
It doesn't have commercial breaks.
yeah,
And that I will tell you 100%, even with NXT,
yeah,
it takes me out of the match.
yeah,
I don't get commentary.
yeah,
And the commentary is a big part of wrestling.
yeah.
And so, yeah, that does hurt every show that does that.
But the thing with one thing I'll give WWE NXT credit is that they commercial slightly better, as in they'll do it during a like a rest hold, or like a rest time when they're like one's out the ring, like getting his feet back
Yeah,
together,
the
kind of
wrestlers,
thing.
yeah, they'll do
That's when they'll
the
do the
commercial.
commercial breaks. So
Yeah.
they time it a bit better than what AEW does. AEW just goes to commercial break. They even do it they've been doing it like in between promos, and it's like, why are you gonna do that in a promo? He's talking right in the midst of his talking. You're going into commercial break. That's my problem with that. Like I feel like when if you're trying to build this match to be this big ass historic championship match with Cody Rhodes returning, and this is another show like that was all beyond bullshit and how they did it. I did not like it. I did not care about the promo. I thought the promo was kind of bullshit, but the match itself, it could have been bigger. It could have been better, and I honestly think if you have this caliber thing, main event it. Don't put it in the mid of the card, because that main event was fucking terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a car crash.
That shit was bad. That really bad. And this is fucking Jericho's 30 years in wrestling. That match, honestly, it wasn't Jericho's fault, but it'll go to
No,
a
it
point that, like,
wasn't.
Jericho, you chill the fuck out with this shit.
But it's also just like y'all couldn't came up with something, because again, I watched Dark. I saw Chaos Theory.
Yeah.
It had a match,
Yeah.
right? It was great. I thought it was funny. I mean, again, it had good commentary. That was. I sent you one of the clips of the thing they put up. It was really funny. Oh, excuse me, Chaos Project. But
Yeah.
that match, Luther was off and just falling and wobbling and shit. And it was just like, this is no,
Probably drunk.
no. I mean, maybe he had a little bit of the bubbly.
Maybe
Okay.
he did. Maybe he did.
But it was just like, that was the main event.
I
mean,
did like.
thankfully,
Go ahead.
thankfully MJF came out, so, and they had their little story thing, so that was fine. Like, I didn't mind that, but yeah, that match was.
I did like the FCW Championship match, the Machine Brian Cage versus Will Hobbs.
Yeah.
Thought it was interesting. It was a fun match.
I thought it was a nice showcase because, like, again, you don't really, thus far, they don't really have anybody that size, so
Yeah.
it was cool to see Cage fight Will Hobbs, who's a new dude, but he's actually pretty good.
Yeah. You had FTR versus TH2 with Jack Evans. I was a little disappointed with this match. Like, I wanted more off of this.
Yeah.
Because I like Evans. I like Jack Evans and Angelico.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they didn't get enough time to shine. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like the match was. It started with them the FTR running away, and it's like that's not FTR.
Yeah.
They just beat everybody. What? So again, it was a little quirks here and there, but it still wasn't bad. But it wasn't the match like I would have expected to see between the two. No.
Yeah, I wanted something better. The rest of the show was, again, you had the bone collar match, the dog collar match. It was alright. I knew Cody was gonna get the belt back. I was just like, why rush it so fast? Like, that just boggles my mind sometimes. But that's what they wanted, so it's not my call, it's their call. So it is what it is. I give Dynamite a C.
I give it a C plus. It was yeah, I'm trying to think of stuff that I thought was really good and memorable. The beginning and the end.
Um,
For
this chick,
me, I thought positive.
Serena Dweeb, she had a okay match with Swole, I guess.
It wasn't that long though. That wasn't.
No.
I don't. Again, I think Swole had a better match on Dark, but it just wasn't that long. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel the thing with like they're lacking on the women's presence, I guess, on the main show. Like they rarely have one.
They don't really showcase them as like the main event that much either.
No. So there's a lot of work you guys got to do, I guess.
Hmm.
I was already
I
disappointed with the show.
recommend AW. I would give AW Dark a B plus.
B plus.
That had some bad, pretty good matches with almost everybody who's on the main show. Janela
Yeah.
and Kiss had a match. The Angelico and them had a match. Like Angelico had a match with one of the newer guys, the captain. Um, Again, Chaos Theory had a good tag match. Like
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston had a really good promo. Like Dark Order had good matches, dude. Again, it's just a better show because it's not really focused on too much story,
Yeah.
and there's no commercial breaks. You just open my mind to one big difference. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So,
Last but not least, we go to Friday Night SmackDown. Great show.
yes, very. I mean, except for the lackluster draft.
Yeah. It's a great show. Like the matches they showed, everything like that. The showcase, it was good. The draft, again, we were talking about it earlier. I think we go more. You know what? We go more in depth in the draft once we go through the show. Biggie defeats Sheamus. False count anywhere match. It was fucking brutal.
Yeah,
These
they
dudes
tried to beat
just
the
beat
hell
the
out
shit
of
out
each
of each
other.
other.
Poor Sheamus got hit in the back. Yo, I know he got hurt when Biggie hit him with the trash can.
Yeah.
And he hit him with the part that don't bend.
I.
But
Yeah.
Biggie hit him so hard it bent.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Really good
So,
match though. Really fun match. Enjoyed it.
mhm.
You had Jeff Hardy and Matt Riddle defeat Miz and John Morrison. That was actually a fun match too. And then the return of Lars Sullivan.
Yes, sir. To murder everyone.
Yep.
He got a beard, y'all. He got a full beard, y'all.
Yeah. And he still looks like a giant midget.
Giant short man. What's up with that?
Sasha defeats Bailey by DQ. I love what they were doing. They're going to fight Hell in a Cell. I knew they were going to fight Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm.
The New Day, the returning New Day, with Xavier Woods returning first match after the Achilles heel. They defeat Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And then they find out they got drafted to separate shows.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. The draft was happening between.
Yeah. It was happening
So,
between matches and everything like that. But I think we will go directly into the draft, like, fully. And then we could talk about all the picks and what they did and how they did. I don't know. And then our main event was The Fiend defeats Kevin Owens. And that was a fucking hell of a match.
mhm.
I think that was probably one of The Fiend's best matches.
Well, he fought somebody really good, and he got to be the Fiend. Now, that's kind of the key things that need to happen when you fight when you have the Fiend on
Exactly.
television.
But it wasn't like it was not like supernatural kind of shit like Seth Rollins throwing like 100,000 chairs on him, and then still like slamming him and things like that. This was actually a fight. This was a fight. Kevin Owens kept trying his best. He stunned him. He tried to do everything in his arsenal to at least slow him down. He super kicked him like 5 times directly in the face and things like that. This is the first time Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt actually fought too.
Really? Okay.
So I want to see this go further. I would like to see more of a match again. Like this is a rivalry I'm very interested in.
Well, it looks like if you look at the end of the show, him and Alexa Bliss have some type of interest in Kevin Owens. It's not
Yes.
over.
He's gonna be a puppet.
I mean, that's what happens when you lose to him, isn't it?
Yes.
So he should be a puppet on Monday
Yeah.
or Friday. I don't know.
So the big thing about this draft, the big thing about this show also was the SmackDown draft. I have issues when they should just like not have champions on the draft.
Well, they should follow. They should. Another thing that you said before though was that they should make rules and then follow them. So if
Yes.
they have a rule regarding the champion, they should make that clear.
I want to see if I can find a rule set because I think I posted it on our Wrestling Babble Facebook page. Please follow, go like. But I think I posted there the actual rules of the draft, and yeah, let me see, where is it at? Oh, here it goes. Oh no, that's the. Did I put it? Did I put it? Did I put it? Did I put it? No, it's not on here. Should be here somewhere. Nope. Okay, let me just Google it. But yeah, it's supposedly the rules of the draft is tag teams come together. You draft tags together, and then what they do, they break up two tag teams.
Yeah, I don't. But yeah, just for story
Yeah,
purposes, for one of them, it's like, yeah, well, why would you do that? Oh, well,
yeah,
to serve the ends to the means. I get it, but you just said you don't do that.
yeah. All right, so here are the rules. This is the WWE format rules for draft WWE Draft 2020. Pool more than 60 superstars, including men, women, and tag teams. Picks for every two SmackDown picks. For picks, every two SmackDown picks, Raw gets three because Raw is a 3 hour show, so they get more of a roster. Teams, groups, and factions count as one pick. But no, it explains teams can be split up.
Does it give an asterisk why, or it just
No,
says they
they just
can
say
be?
teams can be split up,
Well,
and
I
then
guess not.
free agents, all undrafted superstars, can sign with either brand when it's done.
Okay.
So we got
Okay.
our first night of draft picks, which kind of it like there's some that makes sense and it's like, yeah, I see that him being number one, I see him being number two. Yes, that's perfect. That makes sense. But then it goes into weird random picks. So like Raw, round one was Raw, Drew McIntyre. SmackDown, Roman Reigns. Interesting. That's
Hmm.
I don't see. I don't honestly. I think Fox would have stabbed WWE if you would have took Roman Reigns off the damn show. And honestly, yo,
True.
Roman Reigns needs a tribal chair. He needs like that wooden, big ass chair with the crazy like monkey, like tiki thing. He needs a throne.
Yeah,
He was
I
just
can see
sitting on
that.
the. He looked like he was just sitting at his dining room table. Like he needs a throne. He has this. All right, like the promo. Before we go more into the promo he gave, he has this like mafia feel to him, and I'm digging it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, like he's on the head of the table, the mafia. So he need a head of a table kind of chair. Your chair sucks. So get like a nice big ass ridiculous wooden chair or some shit.
Do it.
Yeah. So round one again, Drew McIntyre Raw, SmackDown Roman Reigns, Raw Asuka, SmackDown Seth Rollins, Raw Hurt Business, the whole group. Round two, AJ Styles to Raw, Sasha Banks to SmackDown, Naomi to Raw. SmackDown gets Bianca Belair, and then Raw gets the Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. But seeing that they're the tag team champions, they could go on any brand as long as they're tag team champions.
Hmm. Hmm.
You got round three. Raw sticks with Ricochet. Jey Uso's
What they gonna
SmackDown.
do with them? Beat them up some more?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jey Uso SmackDown. Mandy Rose Raw. Dominic and Rey Mysterio on SmackDown. And Raw got Miz and Morrison.
Wait. Was that meaning that Dominic and Rey Mysterio are a tag team now?
I guess so. And then
All
round 4, SmackDown Tag Team Champions Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. SmackDown gets Big E. Raw gets Dana Brooke. Why is Dana Brooke part of this countdown? Dana Brooke should be in that free agent pool that has to find someone to sign.
She's higher up than the Riot Squad. She's higher up than apparently. I mean, before
Bailey!
you find out. No, I was about to say before you find out that she's on Monday, Bailey.
Yeah.
There's like she's above like so many people. that main event stuff. So, come on, y'all.
So I think WWE should have had shown the pool of people they could draft. Like if there's separate pools that they could draft from on SmackDown and then on Raw, they should have showed the picture of the group of people that are eligible to draft on SmackDown and then on Raw.
Well, you know what would make sense to have wild draft picks was just they don't have a GM.
No.
So then you don't have a motivation as to why you picked her.
Yeah. Like I said, like I said, there's no strategy to it. There's no need for certain people to be on a certain show and things like that. And I feel like the lack of GMs or like even last year they had like the draft rooms and shit. They had the war rooms and them strategizing and who they wanted and things like that. And you see them picking someone and getting excited. And then they take someone they want it. You see them getting mad and shit. I feel like they should have did something like that. They needed something like that because honestly, the draft is just a draft. There's nothing exciting from what they're doing from it. Like in a strategic point, yeah, Dana Brooke would not even be round 4. Like she would be. Sorry, Dana, I like you, you're cool, but you would not be top 4. Like you'll be maybe unrestricted free agent or in the lower poll. Like there's Carmella, there's like a lot of former champions that didn't even go before she did.
Yeah, that's true.
You could just name the handful of former champions that they have. Mickey James.
Yeah, she's not even there.
Yeah.
And she had a little vignette too on the website. Yeah,
exactly. Mickey James. I said Bailey, but Bailey is said for Raw, but still Bailey. Carmella, Alexa Bliss.
Damn, we're supposed to just guess that she's stuck on SmackDown. That's interesting. Yeah.
And the Fiend wasn't drafted yet.
Can you draft the Fiend?
Can you only draft Bray Wyatt? Can you draft a Fiend on one show and Bray Wyatt on the other?
I mean, see, that would be something cool if they tried that, right?
Yeah. But then that means he has to work double, and I don't think he wants that.
I don't know. I mean, he just shows up and scares people.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? If you draft Bray Wyatt, you probably only get him on the screen anyway, right?
Yeah. But I was very disappointed with the draft. Like, it was very lackluster. There was no, like, purpose. There's no strategy. There's no rivalry between the brands. If you, like, really come to think about it, there's no actual rivalry now. Like, I think you can't have a draft every year. I feel like maybe every 2 years, and throughout the year, you could do trades, you could do things to better your brand, but you do need a face to do that. You can't just have it randomly done. Like, you have Adam Pearce doing a lot of, like, the telling people what to do and stuff. Why don't you make him a GM of a show and then have, like, Stephanie on the other show?
True.
I feel like they need I think they need that GM that authority. Yeah.
I want Samoa Joe to be a GM.
Samoa Joe. Yeah. I would take Alexa Bliss. I would put Selena Vega.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Selena Vega.
But you know what? No, but you know what the interesting thing is?
Yeah.
They have to prepare for Survivor Series, and I thought that's the one with the team, right?
Yeah.
And I thought they always used to make that a point.
Yeah.
They would be like, "Oh yeah, we want these people so we can win." Because like you said, it used to be seen as a competition.
Yeah.
And you don't get that competition element without the person pushing for a competition. You just got Stephanie showing up and saying, "Y'all getting drafted, boys and girls."
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
You show up early, and that's
pretty much. That's pretty much what it was. And I think they could have done a lot better in it. I feel like it's lazy on their part.
Yeah, not the best draft.
Not the best draft, no. And then Monday Night Raw, we continue with the draft, and then after that, they do some online ones, and then everyone goes into free agency, so you might get some surprises here and there, and that's how they usually work it. But I don't like when they do it so close to Survivor Series, because you don't actually have that team commodity like you will have throughout the year.
Especially not if you split up teams like the New Day.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm a little sad, but then again, it makes an interesting turn. Like the New Day does have the SmackDown tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens with that?
They had a rule on the show that you take the belt.
Yeah.
So if Asuka had got drafted to SmackDown, she would take the Raw belt to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which I think is weird.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So what? Like exactly. Like it doesn't. Like I wonder what they're gonna do. Like then again, also Raw, we gotta see who gets drafted to SmackDown.
I think at this point it's obvious the Street Profits are going to SmackDown.
Yeah. So hopefully the New Day and them just trade belts.
That would be funny.
But we'll see what happens. Monday is coming. Monday we here tomorrow, and you'll see what they do with the draft, the rest of the draft. But yeah, very lackluster. I don't really care for it, to be honest.
Boo.
I am happy to see Bianca Belair in SmackDown though.
Hopefully she get to do something.
Yeah.
Don't just be there and be stuck in the back.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would like to see her, but then again, you know what? They kind of showcased her, at least like that battle royal they did, and then she having Bailey and shit.
At least she has something to keep her presence though. The little vignettes they have.
Yeah. So
Something.
hopefully they do good with her. Hopefully Big E's singles push continues. Hopefully he still represents the New Day like like the New Day representing themselves as well.
And he also represents big men slapping meat.
Yeah, there you go. And then hopefully they still are the New Day. They're just not together right now, and they'll be together at pay-per-views.
And weddings and bar mitzvahs.
Yeah. Exactly, because I don't want them to stop the podcast. I love that podcast.
True.
So you can't stop that podcast. So they got to stay together. I'm sorry. That podcast must stay.
Yes, sir.
Talking about podcasts, the podcast we listen to. There's some good ones. I didn't get to listen to After the Bell this week. That was the one with Bobby Lashley, right? I didn't get to.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
I'll probably listen to it tonight when I'm at work.
He was in a bank robbery and he blew his knee up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, crazy ass stories, dude. It's interesting to hear that Kurt Angle introduced him to wrestling.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And it was in the time frames of everything. It's like, oh man, that's cool. Because the one thing I'll tell is that he says when he was preparing for the Olympics, that was his primary goal, and that was the reason he didn't join earlier.
Yeah,
Kurt had first introduced him to it, and so potentially, if he had joined, he'd have been there around the same time Kurt Angle was there.
Oh shit!
Like the first time. So like, yeah, damn.
That would have been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. Always listen to it. Always give a listen. They start a Twitch channel soon. They're doing like live unboxings and stuff on their Twitch channel, which is Major WF Pod on Twitch TV.
I got to see the first little test broadcast he did. So that was cool.
Yeah. You have Bobby Lashley on After the Bell. You had Dominic Mysterio on Chris Van Vliet, which was actually a cool interview.
Okay, cool.
You also had there was someone else on Chris Van Vliet. Jazz.
Oh yeah.
She was on Chris Van Vliet too.
I heard she's retiring.
She retired.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That she's retiring soon.
Yeah. Uncool with Alexa Bliss had the Bella Twins. And yeah, that's all I listened to this week.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, I gotta catch up with shit. I just been honestly, I've been really re-listening to all the New Day pods.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like I actually love their podcast. Like I like the beginning stories and stuff like that. So I listen to like the first like 5 episodes, and it all talks about the beginning of the new day and the other names that they were supposed to have and things like that. And I listened to like the Cesaro interview. I listened to Tyler Breeze interview and things like that. And they have a really fun podcast. So they must stay together because we need to keep that podcast alive. I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
And yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it.
So we wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. You can follow us every Sunday on YouTube on Mark with the Mic. Follow us on all social medias. We have the Facebook pages, the Wrestling Babble and the Recycling page. Wrestling Babble, we're very active on there, so definitely check it out, especially pay-per-views. We do have live polls and everything like that. Very fun discussions and all that jazz. Follow on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitch TV, and YouTube. All Mark with the Mic. Follow Red Cyclone Inc. on
anything and everything, everywhere.
Yes, even behind you.
Don't turn around too fast.
Yes.
YouTube, Tumblr, was it? Shit, I might hang out on Twitch if I get some good internet. I'm just saying, y'all. What else we got? SoundCloud, where you can hear the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. We got you said the Facebook group already.
Yep.
Oh, and the WordPress. If you want to see some video game screenshots and things like that, check that out, man.
Yes.
I'm doing some new side projects.
Yes. Do it all. Well, that's about it. Always remember, fuck Michael Cole, and don't let Jinkies have sandwiches.
6 feet.
You know, I got to see
Between-
Jinkies this week. I was very happy about that.
Did you give him a sandwich? Did you take it? Or did you take it from him?
He didn't want to eat.
Aw.
But I saw him. This is the first time I actually saw him in person since we saw Sonic in February.
Wow, that's a long ass time.
So that was like the first time I actually saw him. We talk all the time. Like we all talk like pretty fat, like almost every other day. But to me, physically to see him, I have not saw him since Sonic, and that was before COVID.
He looked like Sonic?
Yeah, a little bit. he a little more robotic than Sonic, but
okay. All right.
but yeah, no, it was good
No
to
more
see
Sonic.
him. Yes. So yeah, follow him. He's in Lower East Side. Just follow him. He likes to be followed.
Get on that bike
Yes.
with the sandwich on the pole, 6 feet pole.
All right. Peace out. Later.